wake up.
Before we begin the presentation, we have to actually define exactly what a smartphone is, since there's really no technical definition. It's very loosely based on a couple different factors. Basically, what we're going to define a smartphone is anything, any type of phone that has other capabilities in addition to calling, texting, and voicemail. Right around the time that cell phones got popular, a lot of those features, those additional features, were somewhat small. So, think about calculators, calendars, the addition of camera phones and photos, music player capabilities. Today, these additions can be way more advanced, like operating systems similar to Windows, internet or 3G access, GPS navigation, and downloadable applications like you can get from the iPhone or the Droid. The other question we have to ask is, why did we choose smartphones for our presentation? Well, we decided on smartphones because the cell phone industry is a rapidly growing industry even today, with more than 250 million users in the U.S. In fact, the current number of users has doubled from 2002 to 2007, and the rate of growth isn't really slowing down at all either. Also, the rate of smartphones and their market share within the cell phone market is also growing. It was 11% in 2008 and has grown to 17% in 2009. That would be including smartphones such as Blackberries and iPhones that have applications and internet capabilities. We can then assume that because smartphones are such a rapidly growing technology inside an already big technology or aspect of technology, that analyzing smartphone data and what their potential future is in technology, in the technology world, is pretty important because of their potential for expansion.
From 2005 to 2011, smartphone shipments in the U.S. have been steadily growing. Between 2010 and 2011, shipment almost doubled in growth. Demand for smartphones will equal to demands for PCs. Let's talk about smartphone trends and curves that are happening right now. As the usage and technology of smartphones increase, the following items also increase. More people will be using wireless internet for emailing and searching. Voice and text message to communicate with people. GPS to find exact locations. Multimedia services such as taking pictures or listening to music. And at the same time, applications and touchscreen technology are becoming more recognized for efficiency and innovation. Now, let's talk about smartphone trends and curves of the future. Soon, smartphone growth will be equal to PC growth, but will it replace PCs? Well, in June, Docomo started offering the Toshiba T01A in Japan, a super fast phone that uses an advanced Qualcomm chip. With the rise of super fast processors, smartphones will soon incorporate more PC-like features and capabilities. In the future, our phones will become more aware of its surroundings. Augmented reality, a rising trend of 2009, will soon enable smartphones to predict and detect locations and moves. Finding the nearest Starbucks or job offer will be easier than ever. Smartphones will be more aware of its surroundings and output essential information to users. Lastly, smartphone users will never have to carry a camera around. For smartphones in the near future will have the ability to shoot images with the same or better quality than a consumer digital camera. As smartphone usage increases, new security protocols and techniques will be implemented. Users are transmitting data via smartphone more frequently, thus enticing more hackers to write viruses for smartphones. Companies that supply smartphones will boost up the methods of securing their products to retain customers and to build up user trust.
about smartphones and their drivers and interdependencies. Business revolves around the rate at which information can be obtained and sent, and smartphones allow the users to access the internet at all times, which can be very helpful in business and personal lives. Also, interaction with the internet makes it very easy for people to use the very popular social networking sites that are used today. To keep current on smartphones, you have to look at how business is being conducted today, and business is how it's being conducted today is very important to how fast information can be obtained and sent to other people who need that information. Also, you have to look at how people use their downtime, both adults and youth, because many people, like my friends and such, go on the internet a lot, to just go on Facebook and YouTube and stuff, and smartphones allow the users to do that. Also, mobility is yet another key to smartphone technology, because you want to do all these things like Facebook and YouTube when you're not sitting at your computer, when you're in between classes or have a break at work or something. Also, the ease of use is very important, because many consumers are not very tech savvy, and so smartphones are making neat applications and the software is being a lot easier to use and stuff like that. Also, another thing, all the applications that are being made are going to really help improve smartphone technology and how it's used in the future.
One future inflection point we can expect to see is thanks to a new 28 nanometer manufacturing process coming out later this year. This new manufacturing technology should enable a 40% increase in performance, a 30% decrease in power consumption, and a 100% increase in standby battery life versus the technology that is currently in use. This new process should allow technology to keep up with consumer demands and help companies deliver even better products. Future trends we should expect to see include the smartphone market overtaking the PC market by 2012. In 2008, we saw 290 million in PC sales, but only 140 million in smartphone sales. However, it's predicted that by 2012, there will be 443 million in PC sales. However, smartphones will be a little bit higher at 491 million. Another trend we can expect to see are smartphones dominating the cell phone market by 2011, even though they only currently hold about 20% of that market. Also, overall, we can expect to see continued growth in the industry, but any major growth from now on will only be coming from emerging markets such as China and Russia.
Clue detection engines for smartphones. Global prescience can be constructed as trend identification by socio-cognitive and technical networks that point to global trends. A good way to focus on global trends of smartphones is to look at issues and methods that come up when talking about smartphones. To find such issues, one must look at large social networks which point to global trends. One must also look at it from multiple perspectives to interpret the information correctly.
Let it rain. Come on. Shoulda had them apple bottom jean boots with